Good morning, welcome and well done for joining, for being there, starting another week, starting springtime. Today is the beginning of the equinox, so there's a lot of things happening. Tomorrow is new moon as well, is the beginning of the Aries star sign, which is the first one. So there's a lot of things that can happen if you wish. So just start creating and perhaps write down what is it that you want to be moving towards and what things you want to bring in your life. But for now, just bring the hands on your knees and roll the shoulders back and down. And then forward, just creating a little bit of space and noticing your body, how is it feeling. And then you twist. Inhaling, twisting to one side, exhaling to the other. Good, and then coming back towards the center, relaxing the shoulders, aligning the spine, aligning the neck, and gently close your eyes. Bring the gaze up. You start breathing more deeply. Noticing where is that breathing happening. And that would give you probably an idea of what kind of breathing we do most of the time, we practice most of the time. So if you feel that you're breathing more with the chest, and perhaps start noticing during the day also. So we can breathe more with abdominal breathing or full yogic breath to improve our digestion, to relax the nervous system, to reduce stress, to be more balanced. So directing that attention to the abdomen, expanding as we inhale and contracting as we exhale. The gaze up, feeling that expansion in between the eyebrows. Relaxing the jaw. Finding that peaceful space. That comfortable length of the breath. And with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Pressing gently. And choosing your two things that you want to be grateful for in this moment before our asana practice. Starting the day, giving thanks, appreciating the changes, the challenges, so we can feel lighter in our life, so we can grow, bring more happiness. And then set your intentions for this practice, which is about feeling lighter, about transferring the weight, so we can move easier. And then set your intentions for your day. Perhaps you start thinking about that new moon, those new intentions. With the next inhalation, raise the palms up, chin up. Exhaling, lowering the arms slowly. And when they're down, rest them on your lap. Relax the shoulders. Allow the chin to come towards the chest, creating some extra space on the top vertebrae, the neck, shoulders relaxed. And then inhale and bring the chin back to center with a few blinks. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're going to start by stretching the legs actually. So if you remember, last week we said that we were going to work on that, transferring the weight. And that's what we're going to do. So before we do that, we're going to start on the legs. Move the toes, shake legs. Good, and then lay down on the mat. Bring the shoulders back and down. The arms next to the body. Hands active, also pressing down. And then inhale, bring the knees towards you. And then lift the legs all the way up. About hip width apart, the feet. Pointing with the toes. And we're going to do 5 flexions and extensions of the ankles. Inhaling, flex, toes towards you. And then exhaling, point. Make sure the neck is soft. Inhale, exhale. If you feel any tension on the neck, perhaps it's because the shoulders are not engaging enough, pressing down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, exhale. Good, and then bend the knees and bring them towards the sides into that happy baby. Rock side to side. Remember, in happy baby, it's not that important where you're holding. It's more important that the feet are parallel to each other, the knees are to the sides as wide as possible, even if we're holding on the ankles, on shins. And that there is some space from where you're holding for the arms to be slightly flexed so we can pull those feet closer towards you, those knees closer towards the mat. Yeah, and then we stop that rocking, and then we keep the legs where they are, and then interlace the fingers, bring them under the neck as a pillow, and now are the elbows that are pressing down on the mat. So keeping the legs where they are, that's one part of the sequence, and then we're going to bring them straighten, and when we straighten them, point with the toes, and they're going to be about shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Good, and then flex and come into that position of the happy baby. Good, inhale, point, exhale, flex. Inhale, point. About 1 meter apart the feet when we extend them. Good. And then flex and bend the knees. Twice more. Inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale, exhale. Good, and then inhale, bring them all the way up, bend the knees, and then bring the knees towards the left, touching together. And the arms pressing down. So we bring the knees to one side, like a side stretch, laying down. Good, and then knees and feet together, back to center, and then towards the butt. Keep the shoulders and the elbows in contact with the mat. Inhale, back to center. Exhaling, knees to left. Good, inhaling. And exhaling to the right. Good, and then coming back to center. And release the arms, shoulders back and down. And now we're gonna roll on the right side. Relax the jaw. Good, and then use your arms to bring you up to tabletop. Okay, so what we're going to practice today is this, but we're going to do a few sequences before. Let me just show you. So the idea is that we're going to come into a balance if we can, with the idea that then after we can come into this one. Yeah, it's like halfway from what we mentioned last week. We'll try to move forward towards that downward facing dog to do that transition from there, which is exactly the same thing, but it seems like being higher is a little bit more challenging. But for now, what we're going to do is on the tabletop, the core is strong, the elbows soft, fingertips active, spine straight, and then inhaling, bring the right leg out. The hips are square, the glutes active, and then inhaling, point, and bring the leg all the way up, as high as you can. Good, and then bring the hand, the right hand, just with the tip of your fingers. Good, and then see if we can balance there, bringing the hand on the shoulder. The shoulders opening as they are with the hips. Very good. And then coming down with the hand, aligning the hips, glutes active, and then exhaling, lowering down. Again with hip width apart. Good. I'm going to turn around so I can see you. To do the left side. So inhaling, left leg out. Before you lift, make sure that both glutes are engaged. Elbows soft. Strong arms, strong core and back. Good, and then point, inhaling, lifting. Lifting as high as you can and then open the hip. Coming just with the fingertips and then open with the shoulders. Breathing slowly. Good. Keep breathing there. And then slowly bringing that hand down, aligning the hips. Good, and then knee down. Bring the hips towards the heels. Cross the arms in front of you and then rest the forehead. Inhale and exhale. One round of breath. And then slowly coming up to sit on your heels. Okay, so when we find that it's a little bit more challenging, or the times that the balance is not so good and it takes us a little bit longer to come into the position, is because we're trying to come up before we align the body. So we're going to do it again together and just make sure that with the right leg first, and then we point and we lift up. First, bring it as high as you can. When you've got it very high, and then you open the hip, and then you're transferring the weight a little bit more to the back. And then you can do the same with the shoulder. And actually, if it's on the hip, it's a little bit easier because it's more, the weight is more controlled. And then once you've got it there, then you can bring it to the shoulder. Keep bringing the weight back and you'll be more balanced. Imagine that you have a wall behind you. Good. And then slowly bring the hand down, align the glutes, the hips, nice and active, and then slowly coming down. Very good. Let's do the other side. Stretch the legs, soften the elbows, engage the glutes, and then point with the toes. Without rushing, just engaging the whole time. The more you are engaged, the more balance you have. Then inhale, hand on the hip first, perhaps. and then on the shoulder. And keep the toes pointing so that the legs and the glutes are very active. Good. Very good. And then slowly bringing the hand down, aligning, engaging the glutes, then bend the knee and down. Very good. And now sit on your heels and bring the palms together. So the next step is going to be able to bring the leg back, but you can, in the third round, you can do exactly the same that we've done, or you can try to go in the next step. The most important thing is, like, if you're not 100% sure whether you're going to be able to do it, or if you notice that you lose control once you're here, then stay there and try to control your balance. If you are well balanced, then you bring the leg back and then stretch the arm over, opening the heart set. And then we come back to our tabletop. Okay, it's more. We need more strength to hold on the position. Always when we break down the positions, that is actually more challenging, but we need to bring the strength, build up the strength to be able to flow a little bit easier and to have the good alignment. So if you were able to hold on that position, and the same in this occasion, then you'll be very easily be able to bring the leg back. But do what you feel is right for you in this moment, because we're going to be practicing the week, so you don't need to do it today if it doesn't feel right. So right leg out, engaging and point with the toes. Inhaling, lifting the leg up as high as you can. Feeling the glutes engaged, and then start to bring the hand more towards the middle. You can then bring it to the hip, opening into the shoulder. Good. And then if you feel balanced and confident, then bring the leg back and the arm over. Very good. Keep breathing. And then bring the hand down, aligning, engaging, and then lower down. Very good. Now the other one, up drop. Okay, so left leg, nice and strong with the arms, with the core, with the glutes, with the legs, point, inhale, lifting up, hand on the hip, then on the shoulder, and then bring the leg back, and the arm up. Good, and then bring the hand down, inhale, stretch and engage, and then bring the knee down, and sit on your heels, stretch the arms, forehead down. Well done. It's looking very good. Relax the jaw, bring the gaze up. The arms are soft and relaxed in a head position. Spine relaxed, the lower back. One round of breath. And engage the core, inhaling, start coming up to sit on your heels, shoulders back and down. Good. So now from here we're going to come again on that. Well, let's go on the lower arm, sorry, to rest a little bit the wrists. Having the elbows and the wrists aligned and the fingertips active, the knees and the hips aligned. Sorry. Okay, now. Inhaling with the right leg, bring it up, all the way up, and then again come with the tip of your fingers. And then try to bring the leg back as much as possible. and then lifting that arm up. Good, and then bend the knee and bring the foot back. Good, and then exhaling, lowering the arm and the knee down. Okay, so it's the same movement, but it's actually, it might feel a little bit more awkward because we're not so used to being on the forearms, but because we're closer to the floor, it's actually a little bit easier. There's less of a drop, there's less of attraction to the to gravity, really. So it's easier to control it. So push with the elbows first and engage the upper back. We're going to do it again with the right. Inhale, bring the right leg out, engage with the glutes, pulling with the toes, inhaling, lifting the leg up, and then lifting also that shoulder, resting just with the fingertips. Good, and then bring the hand all the way up, stretching out. Good, and then bend the knee and bring the leg back if you can. Good, and then inhaling, straightening the leg, and exhaling, coming down to center. Stretch the arms, bring the forehead down, relax the arms, breathe slowly. Good, and then inhaling slowly, rounding the spine, coming to sit on your heels. Remember, always from the forward fold, we look down before we move the head. We're going to do the other side twice on the left side. So forearms down, knees and hips aligned, fingertips active, stomach in, spine straight, and then left leg out. You're inhaling, engaging, toes pointing, lifting, opening with the hip, coming on the side. Fingertips only resting there, and then inhale and bring the arm up. Once we are balanced there, keep the arm very active and the leg, both of the right side, that they're very pointing to the side and up to keep the control, and then bend the knee and just gently tilt the weight towards the back, and then the foot can rest and the arm can come over a little bit more. Good, and then straighten the arm up, straighten the leg, and then align the body, the shoulders, the hips, bend the knee and bring it down. Good, and then from there, Sashankasana with knees together, arms by the sides, palms facing up, and relax the shoulders, the spine. In and exhale. One more round of breath. And then inhaling slowly, start coming out, keep looking down, shoulders back and down. And when you're ready, use your hands as a support, tuck the toes under and walk back with the hands. Come on the tiptoes, heels as high as you can. And then bring the hips high, straightening the legs, and then heels down. Allow the head to hang freely, stomach in, and then bring the hands on the hips, the shoulders back, the knees are soft, Inhale and start coming up to standing. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then shake the legs. Shake the arms. Well done. That was very good practice. Now get your blanket for keeping the warmth of your body. Keeping the changes. Keeping that work. Stretch the legs, the arms, and make any adjustments that feels good for you, so you can completely forget about your physical body just for a few minutes. Eyes closed, gaze up, jaw relaxed. And stay there in that peaceful space for another 3 minutes. And after that, a few minutes of meditation. No matter how long it is, just try to sit in an upright position. Focus on your breathing, keeping the gaze up. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.